All right, man, I got a little bit of time, man. So I like to do these from the desk, these movie reviews, but I couldn't get to the desk today. But I did see Michael Jai White's movie, Trouble Man. All right. I'm just gonna say I seen it. I was searching through my movie list and I was like, damn, what's this? So we started watching it. And I liked it. He talked about it on BIATL YouTube channel. I didn't watch the interview, I seen the thumbnail. And it has Lala Anthony in it, which, you know, I just feel like if you get divorced, you should give your husband back his last name. Method Man, obviously Michael Jai White, and it's basically he's a ex, police, kung fu, kung fu. He's an ex policeman who's he's doing like private security work. He's like a bounty hunter. Like if it basically starts off like somebody pay him to do or ask him to do a favor. Mike Epps in it too. And check out the movie review playlist. They asked him to do a favor to go see a guy that's putting hands on his wife, and he get them together and tell him stop putting hands on his wife. And at night he does security at Mike Epps' club, but he takes little odd jobs like finding people and doing stuff like that. And it also has that the internet guy in there. He's real muscular. He always yelling. Like he always he was always with the fat kid Marcel. He's trying to get him in shape, and he'll be eating some junk food while he ain't around. He'll be like, "What you doing? You ain't supposed to be eating that." And he's slapping out their hands like he in it too. He was in the movie. Shout out to Michael Jai White for putting him in the movie and stuff. And long story short, Orlando Bloom is in it. If you don't know who Orlando Bloom is, he was the band director in Drumline. So basically, the plot of the movie is Orlando Bloom basically hires him to find an artist, Lala Anthony, who went missing. All right, he hired her to go who went missing. He said, "Well, I need $50K to find her." Okay. He give him half the 25K, but basically what it was, I don't know why he hired him, but basically, long story short, it was just some tomfoolery in there, and he goes around, and he investigates him and Method Man, because Method Man was dating Lala Anthony in the movie, and they go around trying to find out where she at, following leads and getting into gunfights and all that type of stuff, and he does some kung fu in the movie. It's a love interest in the movie. And, it's shot in Atlanta, I believe. So, he put his own money up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's on Tubi or I watched it a different way. But I don't know if it's on Tubi or whatever. But it was a solid movie. We enjoyed it. You got to remember, he put his own money up for his movie. Yeah, he put his own money up. So with that being said, I thought it was good all in all. I mean, he got some good actors. Mike Epps, Lala Anthony, Method Man, Orlando Bloom, who played the record executive. And basically he ended up beefing with some Asians or whatever because Orlando Bloom sold some of the record cable company to the agents and he was trying to do something shysty. So it wasn't too long. I think a lot of people should support the movie. Especially brothers and sisters should go support the movie. And man put his own money up, and I think it was decent. It was a really decent movie. It was it wasn't the most creative movie, but it was just basically your average ex-cop turned PD, kung fu movie. Do kung fu, don't like guns. Most people that do kung fu or karate don't like guns. And Method Man did his thing in the movie too. So I thought there was an interesting movie. Wasn't too complex. Kind of give you 90 movies vibe where, it ain't too much, storyline. It's just action. It ain't too much storyline. It's just straight to that action. Straight action. You know, and it just came out this month, August 2025. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay. Michael Jai White. I like some of the stuff that he be saying. I like, you know, a lot of his interviews and all of that stuff. He seemed like a really down to earth brother, man, and all that. But yeah, I thought, you know, anytime I see somebody put their money up for their movie, you know, regardless of their color, I want to look, I want to see it, bro. Because Hollywood, you know, Hollywood is just lacking creativity. And what's so funny is, and I kind of get into this, a lot of the movies on Tubi, they got better, you know, ideas than Hollywood. Hollywood is getting into the whole remake. The remake is the new original. You know, so a lot of those Tubi movies be having good plots, and if they was able to get a studio behind them and expand, well, I guarantee you, if they have more money, they can expand the plot and expand the script. The script. A lot of those independent movies be actually better than these actual movies. The actual movies just got the budgets and the movie theaters and behind it. So a lot of these independent films are really better. And they just keep remaking the same shit. Fantastic Four, Lilo and Stitch. You know what I'm saying? They just keep remaking the same thing over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. But I mean, like I said before, it was an independent movie. You know, on the independent movie scale, it was solid. It was a solid movie. I don't mind. I think it was average, about C plus. You know, on the independent scale, about B. So yeah, it was average. It was just like your classic '90s action movie. It was your classic '90s action movie. That's exactly what it was. Not that much plot, nothing but act. It was action. So, you know, and he put the money up and got some really good people in the movie. So that's what I pretty much liked about it. But shout out to Michael Jai White, man. It was called Trouble Man. You know, shot in Atlanta, a lot of black actresses in there, actors in there. And I like to see him do some more films. You know, he's a guy that should have been in more Hollywood films, but probably wouldn't compromise himself. I love Spawn when he was in Spawn. There was rumors that Jamie Foxx was supposed to come back and play Spawn. Remember that? That never materialized. We still waiting on Marshall Ali. I know I butchered his name to play Blade. You know, and it's funny how you get a lot of these black movies always get put on the back burner. Friday, last Friday. I mean, we can go on and on again, but hey, check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live with our video. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal.